Okay, so now look at number 3 in your homework paper, but what we're going to do is we are only going to do the center and the asymptotes because I really want to focus on just giving you an example of doing the asymptotes. I think the vertices and foci should be pretty easy because it's very similar to what we did with ellipses. So let's just take note of what's going on here. First of all, notice that we've got y plus 2 squared over 9 minus x minus 2 squared over 16. Notice that the y is first, so this is going to be vertical. So this is going to be a hyperbola that opens up and down. Now because of that, when we go to find our center, remember we have to switch the h and the k. So this center is actually going to be 2 and then negative 2. Because remember this 2 goes to the x, this negative 2 goes to the y. Now this 9, that is still your a squared because the first denominator is always the a squared. And then the 16 is going to be the b squared. So when we go to do the asymptotes, notice that the formula for asymptotes here, now it's a over b. We're still going to do the same thing we did, it's a different order. Now you have the a over b. So again, you're just going to plug in the parts that you know. You're going to take y equals a over b. If 9 is your a squared, that means that a is 3. If 16 is your b squared, that means that b is 4. So we would have 3 over 4. And then it says to do x minus h. Our h is 2. Plus the k on the outside. K is a negative 2. So we're going to write minus 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do that with a negative 3/4. Now, we don't want to leave it like this. We want to distribute the 3/4 and we want to simplify. So when we do that, you can use your calculator. When you do y equals distributing 3/4, you would have 3/4 x. Then you're going to take 3/4 times a negative 2. That gives you negative 3 over 2. Combining that minus 2 at the end. So if you have negative 3 over 2, minus 2, that should give you a negative 7 over 2. Use your calculator, okay? So you do 3/4 times negative 2, that's negative 3 over 2. Then you do negative 3 over 2 minus 2, and that should give you negative 7 over 2. So then you've got, for the second one, you're going to do y equals, you're distributing a negative 3/4, so you'd have negative 3/4 x. This time when you do negative 3/4 times negative 2, that's going to give you a positive 3/2. And a positive 3/2 minus 2 gives you a negative 1/2. So again, negative 3/4 times negative 2 is a positive 3 over 2. 3 over 2 minus 2 is a negative 1/2. Now, if you were graphing this, okay, if you were graphing this, what you would do is from your center, you would plot your center of 2, negative 2. So if we plotted our center of 2, negative 2, here's our center. What you do is from your center, you apply the two slopes. You apply the 3/4 and the positive 3/4. So from this center, I would go up 3, 1, 2, 3, over to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would connect and draw my asymptote. That's a horrible asymptote, but that's okay. Then I would go back to the center and do negative 3/4. Go down 3, 1, 2, 3, to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw that asymptote from there. And then you would have had your vertices and you draw your hyperbola up and down. But I wanted to focus mostly on the asymptotes. So you're getting a and b from the denominators, you're getting h and k from the center, and you're just substituting those in and then finishing it to y equals mx plus b. For graphing, you start at the center and you plot the slopes only. So from the center, we went up 3 over 4 for the positive, down 3 over 4 for the negative.